There we go. What's happening, everybody? How's it going tonight? Hi, Rick. How is it going? How's everybody? Let me move this a little bit closer. I feel like I'm so far away. Hi, Mandy. I feel like I'm so far away from the freaking camera for some reason. Okay, so how's everybody had their days off? I worked all fucking weekend. It's so hot. Hi, Sandy. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm just tired. I worked all weekend and I still have the damage from my dahlia. So, I've still been out having all my days off. I'm still out there with the chainsaw and the rake and trying to get the burn piles. And I've still got, hi, Sonia. And I've still got these 5 trees here at the end of the house. I got another tree cut down today, but it's just me by myself out there. So I can't get it off my fence because the tree's too fucking heavy. It's copper lolly. It's my same name on TikTok as YouTube. But it's the link in my bio. I put the link to it in my bio there in TikTok bio. Yeah, so I did get, I need to wear, hi Vic. I need to start wearing that hat outside because I do have rosacea anyway, but I didn't today and I got my fucking nose sunburnt. So my face is kind of on fire. But anyway, other than that, how is everybody? Did you guys have a good weekend? Tonight we are going to do, Vic, it takes one to know one, girl. So tonight we're going to do the creepiest places. I was going to do the world's creepiest places, but I do have, in the beginning, I do have other countries. But then once I started going on through towards the whole end of it, I tried to stay in the US. Good. I have made I registered with FEMA. I have a FEMA person coming out sometime this week. And on the 20th, my insurance adjuster is coming out as well because the whole bottom skirting of the house is gone. Some of it's still over in my neighbor's yard. And then my awning is half gone. So that's what I park under. So it's kind of down and hanging and dangling, and I need to get that fixed. Other than that, I have lucked out better than some. There is a guy down the street that the tree fell right and cut his trailer in half. So I was lucky compared to some. Shush. Anywho. So let's get started to these creepy places. If you guys know of a super creepy place or haunted, and I say creepy places because not all of these places are haunted. They're just creepy. Most of the places are haunted, but some of these places aren't haunted. They're just creepy. Oh shit! Where was she? She must have been right on the water, because that's where all the flooding took place. She must have been right around Keaton Beach area. I don't know what's happening out in the house, but anyway. Oh, Wiki Watchy. She got that much flooding in Wiki Watchy? That's where Patty's at. Patty lives 5 minutes from Wiki Watchy, and she didn't get nothing. So I am so sorry that to hear that about your sister. My goodness. That's going to be a long recovery process. So my heart goes out to her and prayers. Anyway, let's get started on these creepiest places. Now we have this place, and y'all know, okay, so Patty has her haunted dolls, and I'm not really a doll fan. I don't like the dolphins either, but I'm not a doll fan. um, oh, she's on a creek. Oof, goodness gracious. I wouldn't want to, no. I live by Swanee River, but I won't live that close to it. Like I live away from it where it ain't going to flood me. Okay, so anyway, we're going to get started. This place is called the Island of Dolls, and this is in Mexico City, Mexico. It also has a name for the place, but I don't know if I'm saying it right. As I say all the time, don't judge me if I say this shit wrong. Xochimilcos. Xochimilcos. Don't know. Xochimilcos. Don't know how to say that. Anyway, this island only has one occupant. But he found a drowned girl in one of the canals with a doll nearby. He didn't know how the girl got there, but he started hanging these creepy dolls all around the island. It's unknown if they're to honor the girl or to ward off any bad spirits to keep it from happening again. It's only accessible by boat. It's a favored attraction, and it's said that people have seen the spirit of the little girl. Or was it a doll? I don't know. What's up, crazy country girl? And trauma? Hi, Haley. You found it. So that is the Island of Dolls. I'm going to have to skip that place because dolls just kind of creep me out. Especially if there's that many dolls. Like, I don't mind clowns, but there's that clown hotel, and I don't think I'd want to go there because inside this hotel, I'm sure you've all heard of it. That's why I didn't do that one, because that's a very popular space. That's a popular haunted place, is this clown hotel. I know y'all have heard of it. It's out in like Nevada or something. But yeah, I'm not, we're going to move on from the dolls. This place is it's in Yamanashi, Japan. It's Aokigahara, or Suicide Forest. Apparently, or they'll call it the Sea of Trees. Now, it sits near Mount Fuji in Japan, and it's known for its dense woods. Now, it's a national park, but people that will go here, they go here to commit suicide. The woods appear to speak to you or can become the voices in your head. It has become the scene of suicides at a rate of an estimated 50 to 100 per year. You've heard of the Clown Hotel. Yeah. And you know, it's funny. Okay. You guys hear me talk about my good friend Justin with the sheriff's office. He's with the canine, with the sheriff's office. And him and I both have, we think that feet are just nasty. We don't like feet. We don't like hammer toes, but we always will send each other. I won't talk to him for a week, but he'll send me a snap of some nasty feet. Like, we do this to one another, and he fucking petrified of clowns. So I always send him pictures of creepy clowns. Is which one in Griffin Park? The only two I've had is in Mexico City and Japan. And the clowns, I believe, are over there in like Nevada or Colorado. It's way out west. I can't think of which state it is. I think it's like Nevada. I do like things that are scary and frightening, yes, but dolls and clowns are they just give me the creeps. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to go to the island of dolls where all these dolls are hanging around because a dead body was found with a doll near it. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Eyeballs. What do you? He would freak out about eyeballs. What is so? Now I've seen people with like the bug eyes, and they can actually like push, like hold their breath and push out, and they can pop their eyeballs out. Hey Terry, like I don't understand why people do that. Why would you sit there and try to just bulge your eyeballs out like that? Wouldn't that hurt? I think that would kind of hurt. Hey, Rick, that's okay. We're just started. I don't know. I don't find eyeballs creepy, but Griffin State Park. What is Griffin State Park? What is that? Where is that? Okay, we're going to move on. Now the next one is Chernobyl in Ukraine. It's closed and abandoned, but people died here in a catastrophic nuclear accident on April 27th, 1986. I don't know. You know, if I thought Justin was weirded out with eyeballs, I'd probably send him fucked up shit with eyeballs too. But it's always feet and clowns that I mess with Justin, but he sends me the feet stuff all the time too. Anyway, so a nuclear accident. Okay. So they say it's the most devastating nuclear accident in history. There's the structures are empty, but there's spirits pacing and running around frantically. You can hear the screams, yells, and crying like the spirits are reliving their fear. I'm not. I think I'd be nervous with like a nuclear thing. I don't know if I'd feel, hey, spirit stalker. I don't know if I would be comfortable going to like where a nuclear thing was. Would y'all? Like, would you feel comfortable like going there to ghost hunt at where there was in 1986, where there was the devastating nuclear accident? I'm not sure if I would be comfortable. And I don't think you can go and like wearing a mask. I don't think that's going to stop anything. I think if you wore a mask, it's not going to, I don't know. I don't know if I would do that one. The next one, it's in Capuchin Catacombs in Palermo, Italy. They are burial crypts, and it draws visitors year-round. It's a gruesome tourist attraction. They act as a cemetery to an estimated 8,000 mummies they have lining the walls. Most are now skeletal, and some are well preserved. The last body was placed there in 1920. People can hear voices, some laughing, some crying. They'll see shadow figures roaming like they're watching over the bodies there. So it's like they have these mummies in the walls. Excuse me. That I would go to. You think? I don't know. I'm not sure if I'd be comfortable. I don't know. I would definitely go to this, the burial crypts, though, where they have all these mummies in the walls. Like, I would love to go there. I would absolutely go there in a heartbeat. Then I hear you snoring, young lady. Okay. This one is the Bran Castle. Y'all might have heard of this. Right, Spirit Stalker? I don't have good luck. I'm telling you, if I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. Yeah. Yeah. I would absolutely go where there's 8,000 mummies. Where did I fucking come up with mubbles? Okay. So anyway, the Brands Castle. It's in Romania. And this is also known as Dracula's Castle that you've seen from the movie Dracula. This is a national monument and a landmark. People associate vampires because of the movie Dracula. But it is known that Vlad III ruled this house years ago and was known to impale people. People have said he was barbaric. Excuse me. Investigators can go, and it's been said you can hear screams and cries, and spirits are plentiful. So I would go there as well. Even though I have to say, I've never been to a castle. So I just think that would be fucking fascinating. Just even if it was haunted, I just would like to go to a castle. Now I have been to, it was in Puerto Rico. Fuck, I'm having a brain fart. It's where it's where they had battle. Fuck, there's one in the Alamo is one. I'm having a brain fart. What is it? Anyway, I've been there to one of those. I've been to one of those in Puerto Rico. What's that fucking thing called? That's not a castle. It's a where they had a yeah, like a fort. Hey, Annie, like a fort. Yeah, okay. Yes, I have been to one of those. I know there's one in St. Augustine I haven't been to. But I did go to the. No, I'm not talking about a basement. Anyway, it's a fort. Anyway, I've never been to a castle though, and I'd like to go to a castle just to see what that's like and see how they lived back then. Moving on to the cemetery my parents and oldest brothers haunted, the cemetery where all my grandparents are haunted. Sloss Furnace Memorial Mound in Bessemer, and a cemetery in Birmingham. Wow. So those are all right there by you. Okay. So I don't go to cemeteries, me and Annie and Patty. We don't go to cemeteries in the summertime because there's too many fucking bugs and spiders and all that flies up. And I don't do bugs. So we go outdoors when it's cool outside. And the cool weather's coming, so get ready. We're going to start going to some cemeteries. Hope you're ready. The next one we're going to is Bolivia. This is called the North Youngest Road. If you have a fear of heights, Castillo San Felipe del Moro. Now, where is that, Angie? Old Idaho State Prison. Oh, wait, I think I got that one in here. You're going ahead of me, Mandy. I think I got that in here, though. Yes, here it is, right here. Yep, I'll get there. Is it in Puerto Rico? Well, I went to the one in Old San Juan. So whatever that one is called, that's the one I went to. And it was cool as shit. But when I went there, that was before I was ghost hunting. So I didn't really know what to look for or listen for or anything like that. So I would love to go to the Alamo. I think me and Annie need to plan a trip to Texas. Anyway, if you have a fear of heights, you don't want to go to this one. It's a 2-lane road, 2,000 feet up on the side of a flipping mountain. Yeah, it's only 12 foot wide, and it's also called Death Road. Now, because more people have driven off of this location from a road on a mountain more than any other place in the world. And it's called Death Road. You can look it up. It's in Bolivia. I saw a picture of it. There ain't no way I'm getting on that fucking road to travel. No. I took that road up in California, and I was sick, and I was having to take Dramamine, and it was a straight drop off the side of the fucking road. And it's just a 2-lane road on the side of this mountain. It's, oh my God. I was just nauseous. I was so sick. It was a beautiful view, but I'll never do it again. Never, ever. I think that's called the Pacific Coast Highway, right? The PCH, isn't it? Is that the Pacific Coast Highway? I think that is over there in California. But yeah, I ain't doing that again. I've had my experience. I am not getting on no 2-lane road on the side of a fucking mountain to travel no more. No, not going to happen. Moving on, we're going to go to Sagada, Philippines, in the Philippines. Now, this is on the side of a mountain. No, but I am smoking. So on the side of a cliff, it's called the Hanging Coffins. Now, the Hanging Coffins are cliffside burial locations. It's an ancient funeral custom that entombs the deceased in coffins that are attached to rock faces in the face of cliffs. The Tang dynasty suggests it keeps animals from getting to the bodies and doesn't take up room on the ground. The Sagada people have practiced this for over 2,000 years, and some coffins are well over a century old. I think that would be, I don't know, if I was on the ground and I was looking up at a cliff and I saw coffins there, I would probably think it was neat. I don't know. I'd have to see it, I think, in person, to know what I'd think about that. I'm not sure. Smoking hot. That's what. The next one is in Germany. This is the Belitz Hellstatten Hospital in Germany. This is an old TB sanatorium from World War I. It's said that Hitler was treated there when he was wounded in the war. It is said that spirits are seen and heard in the crumbling hallways. Part of this building is still used for neurological rehab and Parkinson's research, I guess, just on the whole one side of it that they've kept up. The whole rest of the building is dilapidated. But the current staff from there report seeing and hearing spirits there all the time. So I would probably go there. I would most likely want to go and investigate this old TB hospital from World War I. Now, the next one, this is where I believe I moved into the United States. Yes. This one is in Centralia, Pennsylvania. This is a ghost town in a mining area. This town was evacuated in 1962 because of dangerous underground fires. They continue to burn there to this day. Hey, Annette, how are you? Few have dared to live there or anywhere nearby. Mists, shadows, and voices are reportedly seen here often. Um, I guess these underground fires just always burn. I don't know. I don't think they go out because it says that they continue to burn to this day. So I'd probably find that interesting to go and see. Terry, you've been to the Alamo? And you never told me? I heard the Alamo was beautiful. I would love to go there and investigate it. The next one is in Bodie, California. This was once home to 10,000 people, and it was booming in the 1870s and 80s. People used to mine here for gold. It's now a state historical park. It's preserved in arrested decay. Lots of ghost sightings are here, and it's said to hear music playing from the shuttered bars. There's also a legend that if anyone takes anything, even a rock from this town, they will be cursed with bad luck and have health problems. Oh, it's smaller than you thought. So you've been there too. Oh, you haven't been there, Terry, but Angie's been there. That's interesting. See, I've seen just pictures of it, and it looks like a beautiful place. But I would love to go. If I could go there, if I could get like a hotel. Annie, you listening? We could get like a hotel, like go to the Alamo and investigate that, and then find one more haunted place, and we could go there and just come back after like 3 days. I've stayed at the haunted Minger Hotel right next to the Alamo. There's a haunted hotel right next to the Alamo. 2 birds, 1 stone. I need to write that down, don't I? Hold on, I'm writing that down. Haunted Minger. And that's right next to the Alamo. Huh. Annie, that sounds like our next trip. I think that's going to be a blast. And it's starting to cool off too. Ooh, okay. I got that written down, girl. That's something we's going to plan right there. Anyway, I would go to this Bodie, California. I would not steal a rock or piece of sand or anything from it. I guess if you are cursed with bad luck and have health problems, I don't want it. So here's Haley, Cahaba, Alabama. Cahaba or Cahaba? Not sure. It's the first capital and ghost town. Takes its name from the state's longest river in Cahaba or Cahaba. I'm not quite sure how to say that. It was abandoned after the Civil War and now popular for its ghosts and paranormal activity. Here. The most famous tale is that of a bright orb that shows up in the former garden maze of Colonel C.C. Pegasus's house. It has been showing up there since shortly after he died. He was killed in battle. It's called the Pegasus Ghost. The Pegasus Ghost. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And it still gets visitors today. I'd go there. I would absolutely go there in Alabama. Am I talking too loud for you, young lady? Am I? Because your ears and your tail's going. Holly's trying to tell me to be quiet, I think, because she's trying to sleep. It's pretty bad. My pigs tell me what to do. Okay, this next one is in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Hey, Jay, don't burn dinner. Don't burn your dinner. The next one's in Lake Charles, Louisiana. I'm not sure where Lake Charles is compared to where we went in Louisiana, but we have been there twice. So this is called the Calcassie something courthouse. The legend of Tony Joe Henry was a former sex worker who reached infamy when she killed a man in cold blood in 1940. Now, it took 3 trials for a jury to convict her, and she eventually became the first and only woman in Louisiana to be executed in the electrical chair. Excuse me. Her spirit has remained at the courthouse, where staff can feel her there and even smell her burning hair. Now, I would absolutely love to go and investigate this courthouse. Many claim she tries to make your day difficult by locking doors behind them, and she will hide your office equipment. Your German Shepherds say, I'm so glad y'all relate to that. So I'll have to look up where Lake Charles is compared to where we went, because we went to Washington, Louisiana, and investigated there twice. And we had a ball. We love it there. We love the people there. Where are you, Gerald? We made such good friends there. Oops, my hair got caught in my pen and flew across my desk. But I would absolutely go back to Louisiana in a heartbeat. It's a 9-hour drive. Like, if it's towards the bottom, only a few hours drive, I'd do it again. If we're going up high again, we're going to fly. You went to the Alamo in the early 90s. Shit. Hi, Tigers. That's okay. We're still talking about creepy places. Hi, Topher. So this is the Crescent Hotel. Is this what you were talking about? Where are you, Uncle Junior? The Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. This is on my list. It was built in 1886. It has served as a luxury resort, a women's conservatory, and a junior college. In 1937, Norman G. Baker was a billionaire inventor who posed as a doctor who turned it into a hospital with no medical training. Now, he claimed he could cure cancer. He was found out and run out of town, but his spirit remains there. It's said to have at least 8 ghosts, ranging from a 5-year-old girl to a bearded man wearing Victorian clothing. I would absolutely love to go here. There could have been a ghost yanking the pen out of my hand. No shit, Spirit Stalker. I will let you know before we come. Which place? Oh, you've been to the Crescent Hotel, Amanda? Okay, so our friend Uncle Junior has how far away from there, Uncle Junior? Can we crash with you? And then you just go investigate with us. I would love to go to the Crescent Hotel. In Arkansas. I would fly there, though. I would have to fly, and we'd rent a car. That's too far to drive. It's too much. The 9 hours to Louisiana was long enough drive. It was long enough. I want to go. So Amanda's been to the Crescent Hotel. She says it's awesome. Did you guys catch anything, hear anything, see anything? Are you an investigator? Did you get anything on film? Pictures, orbs, anything, noises, voices. It's about an hour drive from Uncle June. Okay. Creepy place. I think I have one in Michigan here. They had these creepy places in every state, but I didn't get all of them. Annie, this place, I think the Crescent Hotel would definitely be a good place. Or no, wait a minute. We can stay at the Crescent Hotel though, isn't it's still like a working hotel? We could rent a room here, right? Is there a certain room that's more haunted than the other one? Did you? Huh. Okay. So we wouldn't need to crash with you then. We would just have you come and crash with us. Yes. We will do our research on the, let me write this one down too, the Crescent Hotel. And you can rent the room and we can find that out when we call. And we will call you, Uncle Junior, and definitely Adam. And I'm ready to start planning some fucking trips. I'll call the hotel myself. I'll call the hotel myself because as far as I know, you can still rent a room there. I'll find out. There's an abandoned mansion in Detroit that used to be the Queen of Soul, Aretha. Oh. Ooh. That'd be kind of cool to get her singing, wouldn't it? Get a free concert. October is their busy time. Well, I can't go. No, see now when we plan stuff, it's got to be like 6 months ahead of time, so we can make sure we're off of work and that we rent a car. You know, we do it like a few months ahead of time. We can't just up and go. Yeah, yeah. There's a road in Michigan called M28. That's creepy. There's been some buzzer things happen on that. Like what things happen on the road? Like I don't know what road it is. There's a road here in Florida. Apparently, if you get out and you take baby powder and you sprinkle the baby powder all over the ground around your car and you get in the car, right? And then I don't know how long you're supposed to sit there, but apparently you'll see these footsteps in this fucking baby powder outside of your car if you get back out. What do you mean on the hood you'll see the handprints? If you put baby powder on the hood of your car? What's up, Garza? Really? The ghost train tracks. Is it near you? Okay. 90 or 90. Oh. Terry, are you still talking about the Alamo? Are you traveling in time, young lady? Like not Gerald. Glenn travels in time. Are you traveling in time? Because you're still back talking about the Alamo. Ghost train tracks in San Antonio. Somebody Google that. I'll look it up. Where the heck am I here? Okay. We're going to move on to the next one. The next one is in Charleston, South Carolina. This is called the Dock Street Theater, one of the oldest theaters in America. A fire burnt down the original, and the Planters Inn was built, but in the 30s. Now, it was made back into a theater. In an unknown year, Nettie Dickerson, who was apparently struck by lightning while standing on the balcony of this building, shows herself by gliding along the second floor dressed in a red gown. What do you mean there's one of those in every area? There's one of those in every area. Bus of kids got hit and ghost will push your car to safety. Really? Where's that, Mr. Durwood? How does the river walk look now? Huh. Okay. What river walk? I think I've missed seeing some comments because I don't know what we're talking about. Look up Sweet Hollow Road in Huntington, New York. It's near Mount Misery, supposedly really haunted. Sweet Hollow Road. Okay, hold on. Let me write this down. Sweet Hollow Road in Huntington, New York. Oops. New York. Okay. I'll look that up. So I would absolutely go to this theater in Charleston. I would have to do my research on this place and see if it's still open or can you rent it out for ghost hunting. I'm not sure. So I would have to do some research on this Dot Street Theater. South Carolina is nearby, though. It's not that far. The next one is called the Driscoll Hotel in Austin, Texas. This is a beautiful hotel. This is actually an open hotel that people can still stay at. I've seen the pictures of it. It's a beautiful place. I'm in Central North Carolina. Search up Devil's Tramping Grounds. Really interesting. Yeah, Devil's Tramp. Hold on a minute. North Carolina. Huh. Ton of haunted. There's a ton of haunted places everywhere. We just got to find them. That's why I said, if you guys know of any haunted or creepy places, private message those to me or Annie. And me and Annie love going on our ghost hunting trips. We love it. The Driscoll Hotel. Okay, so in Austin, it's an Austin landmark and it's a hot spot for ghosts. You will hear eerie abnormal sounds in the hallways and phantom sightings of the hotel's namesake, Jesse Driscoll. His portrait still hangs there in the lobby. His portrait, he never recovered from the heartbreak of losing his hotel in a high stakes poker game. Now I've seen pictures of this hotel, and this place looks expensive as shit. Like it looks expensive to stay there, but I would absolutely go and stay there. Tramping Grounds and history class, and really, Brown Mountain Lights haunted. Brown Mountain Lights haunted you. Where you? What word is that? You worries? Haunted Heweries? Okay. Okay. You guys, I'm telling you, look up this Driscoll Hotel. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful place. If you're in Texas, I would recommend trying that. The next one is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is the Eastern State Penitentiary. Now, this it took solitary confinement to a new level, it says. It was built in 1829, and inmates lived alone, ate alone, exercised alone, everything alone. Only one inmate at a time could come out of their cells, and their head was always covered with like a bag. So they couldn't see or be seen. So you didn't even know what the other inmates looked like. Redneck for you worry. Okay. It closed due to overcrowding in 1970. They would chain the inmates' tongue to their wrists, for one example. Like, how? I'm not sure how that would work. Several lighthouses around the state of Michigan, they say, are haunted. Okay, now, lighthouses, I don't do. I'm scared of heights. I am not going to go in the top of a lighthouse. Now I'll stay in the bottom and I might go up the indoor stairs halfway or something, but I ain't going to the top. I don't do heights. I don't do. I do like going to old prisons and old jails. I do like that. So I'm not sure how they would chain their tongue to their wrists, but this is one of the examples that they gave. You can hear disembodied voices and laughs, shadows, mists, and hear footsteps. You can sometimes hear the cell doors slam. So I guess people have investigated here, and that's what they say that they've heard and seen. Hey, Fluffies. The next one, we're going to move on to Flagstaff, Arizona. This is called the Hotel Mont Vista. Mont Vista. It's known for its ghosts here. They have a long-term ghost who has a habit of hanging raw meat from the chandelier in room 210. That's the room I would want to probably fucking stay in. There's 2 women who were originally thrown from the 3rd floor, but they always try to asphyxiate male guests in their sleep. It doesn't say what room. And there's a baby whose disturbing cries have sent staff running upstairs from the basement. Actor John Wayne has said that he had a paranormal experience here. I don't know what the experience was, but it says John Wayne even once had a paranormal experience here. So I would absolutely go and stay at Hotel Mont Vista in Flagstaff, Arizona. That sounds like a good time. He was affixed. What do you mean he was affixed? Ghost ship. People have even said they've seen the ghost ship. Where? No. That's cool, though. I think that's freaking cool to see a ghost ship. Patty went to one of the ships, and it was a haunted ship. I can't remember which one she went to. But I would love to go to a haunted ship. And do you know, Annie, there's somewhere. Is it Alabama? That ship, that there's a big ship that is retired, and it's there, and we have to drive right by it going over to Louisiana. Isn't that over by Mobile? Like when we have to do that big bridge there. Isn't that Alabama? Like Alabama going over all that. There's a big ship there. Anyway, I would like to go and investigate that one. We're going to move over to the Mizpah Hotel. This is Tonopah, Nevada. This is also where that damn clown hotel is over there. So this place opened in 1907. It was fully restored in 2011. Now, the legend has it a woman died on the 5th floor and her soul has never left there. She's called the Lady in Red, and she now makes herself known by whispering in men's ears. And she will leave pearls from her broken necklace on guests' pillows. It honors her reputation by letting people stay in the Lady of Red. Oh, I'm sorry. They honor the Lady in Red's reputation by letting people stay in the Lady in Red suite, and they also serve the Red Lady Bloody Mary in the restaurant. So this is actually a hotel that's still open, and you can rent a room there. It's called the Mizpah Hotel in Tonopah, Nevada. I would absolutely go there too. Now, there's some train tracks near my mom's that are supposed, really, Corpus Christi, Texas also has a haunted warship. That's cool. I would go there for sure. Okay, so I think one time when I was in the Keys and I was chasing a car, but then it's like the closer I got to it, and then they were gone. Like, where the fuck did I didn't see them turn off. Like, they just totally disappeared. Just me, or the camera seems a bit blurry once Cece talked about the Lady in Red. Really? Maybe I should have wore red. Okay. So this one is called One If by Land, Two If by Sea. Now, this is also in New York City. One of the world's most romantic restaurants. So you can still go and eat here. It's still open. It has gold chandeliers, fireside tables, upper crust cuisine. Apparently, it's like a 5-star place. And it has about 20 ghosts. The spirits are more playful than malicious. They play practical pranks like flickering your lights, tilting the pic frames, and they will move your plates while you're trying to eat. Now, that would be very fucking interesting. A ghost car followed. Really? Now, did it just disappear? It's like they were following you and then gone? Or like, what happened with that? Like, I'm just curious of what happened with the ghost car that was following you. Jealous, haven't seen a ghost car, only heard of them. Yeah. I thought I saw one. Like, I was on duty, like I said, in the Keys. I was trying to chase this one car. I was in Layton, which is about mile markers 50, like 58 to 70. Okay, Angie, I said 58 to 70. So that was a good fucking memory on my part, because I was trying to think marathon, and then I worked Layton, and then okay. So yeah, 68. Okay. It was I was always on midnight shift, and I was trying to catch up to it, and then all of a sudden it was gone. Like, it was dark, and it's dark in Layton, so you would have seen it turn off or something. A lady leaned over and fell and got her head cut off. They say you can see her walking down the tracks with her. Oh. Follow us once too. We were scared and driving fast, and it just disappeared. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. But it's amazing. Like, I don't know what I would do if I saw a lady walking holding her own head. Like, that's fucking crazy. If I saw somebody walking holding their own head, like, what on earth? I would freak out, I think. It would be scary and amazing at the same time. the lights disappeared and the lights reappeared and then disappeared again. It happened 2 or 3. No shit. Anyway, okay. So so this 1 if by land, 2 if by sea in New York City. So yeah, they do practical, they try to move your plates while you're eating. It includes a woman dressed in black who walks down the staircase and a former flapper girl. That's 2 of the ghosts that are there. So I think that's freaking cool. I would absolutely go eat at this restaurant 100%. And I would have my phone like ready to fucking pictures and record the whole time I was there. So it's called 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. If you go to New York City, try it out and let me know how it turns out. I would love to go ghost hunting right now. I haven't been in so long. The next one is in San Diego, California. It's called the Whaley House. Thomas Whaley built his home in 1857 on the former site of the city's public gallows. 4 years prior to building his house, Yankee Jim Robinson was a thief and a drifter. He was hanged on this site, and shortly after Whaley moved in, he had heard heavy footsteps, but many deaths and suicides have also occurred inside this home. Some family members haunt this house as well to this day, and you can smell cigar smoke and also smell heavy perfume in this place. Have a good night, Terry. Hello, Dustin. Now, I'm not sure if this is like a private home or if it's a place that you can go and ghost hunt. I would have to do some research on it, but I would absolutely go and investigate this Whaley house in a heartbeat. But I can't go to California, unfortunately, because I have my animals and I can't go that far away. Tomorrow I have labs. I'm supposed to have a Ghostbuster vacuum to count all the bugs on the plants. No, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. Fluffies. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm on my podcast. Now, the next one is in Adams, Tennessee. I would absolutely love to go to this one. It's called the Bell Witch Cave. The legend is of a spooky witch that haunts the Bell family in the early 19th century. They heard noises in their house, had unexplained scratches on their bodies, and were completely terrorized by this witch named Katie, or she's called the Bell's Witch. Today, it's a popular tourist attraction. People can tour just the cave or the house too. So you can get the tour of both, or you can tour just the cave. I would want to do both. I think I would, yes. I would want to do both for absolutely. I'm not going to go somewhere and then not do both, but I would absolutely love to go there. And Adams, Tennessee, I wonder how far away from I don't know. I love Tennessee. I love Gatlinburg. I don't know where Adams, Tennessee is, but I would have to look and see how far away from like a big town it is. But I freaking love Tennessee. So any excuse I have to go to Tennessee, I'm gonna take it. So I would love to come up with some haunted places in Tennessee and just go for like 3 or 4 days. The next one is another one in California. If you're over that way, please go. I would also, anybody who goes to any of the places I talk about, please write to me and tell me how your experience there, how you liked it, if you hated it. Adams is close to Clarksville. I don't know where Clarksville either. I don't know. Where is it to like a Chattanooga or a Gatlinburg? Like a big Tennessee is so wonderful. Hey, Blake. Um, Tennessee is wonderful. I've been to Tennessee 2 different times. I loved it both times. I went whitewater river rafting in Tennessee on the Ochoe River close to Nashville. I do like Nashville. I got taken for my birthday one year, and the ex took me to the Grand Ole Opry for my birthday. And I just had a wonderful time. Wonderful time. I know. Tap, tap. 20. Okay. All right. I have not mentioned the Silver Dollar Hotel. Is that in Tennessee as well? What is the Silver Dollar Hotel? Also, Tennessee people, if you know of any haunted places in Tennessee, fucking send me the info in the messages because I want to plan a trip to Tennessee. Really? Okay. Well, I like museums, yes, but I also like to go into antique places. Antiques usually have spirits attached to them. Not all of them, but there are antiques that spirits get attached to. So if you go into an antique store or shop, you are bound to find something haunted in there. Y'all are very sweet. So anyway, we're going back over here to California, Turnbull Canyon. This is a 4-mile hike. Now, this one is a creepy place, I have to say. And if I were ever here in California, I would absolutely go here and take this hike. This is a 4-mile hike through the Puente Hills. Okay. There's about 29 ghosts who perished here in a plane crash in the 1950s. There's also children spirits here. Who, according to legend, were taken from a nearby orphanage and used in ritualistic sacrifices. Now, I think that's horrible, but I would absolutely go on this freaking hike. Yes, I would absolutely investigate someone's home. And Patty and I got called to get rid of a poltergeist in someone's home. And we got there, and I'm a spirit channeler as well, Haley, in case you didn't know. And to pay to park, I don't know. So this spirit came through to me, and I found out why the spirit was there and what it wanted. And I was bringing up shit from their childhood. I had never met these people before. It was amazing. And now, because of me, they are reopening the case. Yeah. So it's like a whole big thing that they thought he committed suicide, but he really was actually killed by someone. And that fucking spirit came through and told me what happened. And so they're reopening the case because of that. Yeah, it was crazy how that happened. So it was, So I will absolutely go to someone's home. Absolutely go to somebody's house. Okay, so the kids were used in ritualistic. Okay, so the ghost of a teen who found some old electroshock equipment from the burnt down nearby asylum, and he fried his brain despite it not having any power. Now that's fucking crazy. They call this place the place of the devil. Now, you guys can Google it. It's called Turnbull Canyon, California, and the 4-mile hike in the Puente Hills, the place of the devil. You guys can look at some of the stories and some of the ghosts that's on this hike. Yeah, so I would absolutely go on the hike, but I would only want to go on this hike during the day. I think I would want to go during the day. We got to over here to this Idaho penitentiary. Mandy, I think, Mandy, wasn't it you that were jumping ahead of me? The Idaho Penitentiary. Now, this was built in 1872. Today, it's a tourist attraction. You can go in, you can see solitary confinement, even get a peek at the gallows from death row. It's haunted by people who helped build it and by prisoners there. You will hear voices, screams, cries, and you'll get feelings of heaviness, and you will see apparitions both with your eyes and in your photos. I guess people go here and investigate it often. And this is some of the things that they have gotten. Okay. That's amazing. Did you get witness a lot of stuff? Did you get stuff in your photos? Did you hear stuff? Did you hear the cries or the footsteps or anything like that? Because normally, like in the old penitentiaries, you could hear like the cell doors slamming, footsteps, the cries, or, people that went to electric chair or back then getting hanged, stuff like that. Like you can hear, like they're still going through it. Oh, you'll have to tell me about that, Mandy. This next one is called the Villisca Axe Murder House. This is in Iowa. 8 people were murdered with an axe in their sleep in 1912. The case is still unsolved, but they had a main suspect. He was a traveling minister who was at the nearby church and left town early the next morning. You can tour the house or actually stay the night in the room of the murders. Now, I would absolutely go to this house and stay there overnight. I absolutely would go and investigate this house. Who's with me? Who'd go with me? I know Annie would be there and Patty. Hugh, gonna go? Fluffies? Mandy will go. I know Mandy would go. I would absolutely stay in that room of the murders. Absolutely. I wouldn't want to sleep. I would definitely set cameras up. Oh, yeah, I knew Andy would go. Really, Justin? You'd go? Okay. Yeah, I knew Fluffies would go. How much do you charge? I know my mom and dad are here. Oh, when I was 13, there was white gown dress in my bedroom door at night. Not sure if it was my grandma or if it was a lady from coal mining days. What is still happening there, Haley? Or you can private message me. And we can try to talk about it. And I'd have to find out, like where you're located and all that stuff. Like if you're far away, I would only charge like travel charges just to get there. There was a white gown in my bedroom door at night. Did you not put the dress there, or the dress would show up there? Yeah. Yes, Rick, it sure is. This is some Tito's and cranberry with some lime juice. Who are you going with and everyone else? Well, I'm on my podcast, but the link is in my bio for the podcast. You can come on into the podcast that brings you in through YouTube. Okay, so moving on to the next one. I had to go for tonight. Thanks for another. Good night, Mandy. Have a good one. The next one, we're going to move on over here to Rhode Island to the White Horse Tavern. Two men showed up to the tavern in 1720 looking for a room. The next day, one was found dead by the fireplace and the other had disappeared. The spirit still chills there by the fireplace and dares people to solve his mysterious death. I would absolutely stay at the White Horse Tavern. I would absolutely, in a heartbeat, stay there. They've also seen a colonial-looking fellow in the upstairs bathroom. They always hear footsteps from upstairs. Oh, that's right. You did say Alabama. Outside of Birmingham, the white dress just appeared and disappeared. Also, shadow figures. Yeah, private message me, Haley, and we'll talk about that. And we'll see. I'll see what I can do. If I go into, okay, here's the thing. If I go into someone's residence and to investigate, I will meet the person at their residence or whatever. I will have the person show me around the residence, but to investigate the residence, you can stay there with us for a little while, but you got to go. I need to go in there with peace and quiet, set up cameras. I've done it with Patty to where the owner stays there with us and they don't shut up, and you can hear their footsteps or they're coughing or they're laughing or they won't shut up. It's just me and the other investigator there. The whole thing is filmed and stuff like that. So you'd have to get out. But I let people know how that goes if they hire us to do stuff like that. But yeah, we can most definitely try to figure something out and try to see who's there. We have several different techniques that we can use to try to find out the names and who they are to you and why they're there and stuff like that. And you never know. They might even channel. I never know if it's going to happen. I never know when it's going to happen. They'll just start saying stuff. If the owner's not there and I'm channeling, it'll be on video and we write things down as well. We're going to move on over here to the Yorktown Memorial Hospital in Texas, another one in Texas. There's old beds, gurneys, mirrors, chairs, and other medical equipment that are still in this decrepit, abandoned hospital where more than 2,000 patients died before it shut down in 1988. Today, you can see apparitions, whispers. You can hear whispers, see shadows, mists in the hallways. Wheelchairs will roll by themselves. And there is a creepy doll in the nursery that will talk. You can tour it or investigate it still today. I would absolutely love to go there. I'd love to find out how far away Yorktown is from the Alamo. just it's an hour away. We can hit it while we're there. What do you mean your sister went there? Where? Your sister went where? Spirit stalker. Where? I don't know how far you're traveling in time there. About an hour and a half from the Memorial Hospital, are you talking about? Oh, I would absolutely drive there and just fly out from the next town over. Did they love it? I would love to go there. I would absolutely love to go there. I would set up to investigate it, though. I would just stay the whole night there. Oh. And this is the last one I have. Wyoming Frontier Prison. So if you're in Wyoming or anywhere near it, this is a place. This is a completely stone-built prison. The whole prison is made out of stone. They didn't even have hot water until 1978. They had the punishment pole where they were handcuffed to it, then whipped with rubber hoses. They closed it in 1981, but you can tour or investigate. It's called the Death House. It housed inmates on death row. It had the gas chamber there, and you can see it and how it was all done. So that is called the Wyoming Frontier Prison. So that is the last one that I have. Wyoming's kind of far, but hey, Adam, we were just talking about a place in Arkansas, and I said that I'd call you if we went to Arkansas. Because what's it called? Hold on, I have it written down. Arkansas, the Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs. How far away from that are you, Adam? Oh, there you are. Yes, they had, it's like a separate, what's that, cornbread? It's like a separate little building that if you get the gas chamber, you get put into this building, and then they just fill it with, yeah. So, yeah. So that's the Wyoming place, said that they had the gas chambers and you could see the room and how it worked and all of that. So there are so many of these places that I would absolutely go 100%. I will most likely be going to Alabama. Where is this? How far away, Haley? How far away is this Cahaba, Alabama from you? Cahaba or Cahaba, Alabama. I don't know how to say it. I would like to go there and investigate that. It's about 1 hour from you. So if we, so it's about an hour away from Uncle Junior too. So Adam, you'd have to come and meet us there. So me and Annie will be planning our trips because I definitely want to go to Texas for the Alamo. And then I definitely want to go to Arkansas to the Crescent Hotel. I think it's called the Silver Queen Hotel in Virginia, Nevada. I was getting mixed up with the Silver Dollar City that's supposed to be haunted as well. Oh, well, shit. Well, I definitely am going to go to this Eureka Springs. Queen Mary ship. That is the one that Patty went to, I think, if I remember correctly. Definitely going to go to Arkansas, and I'm definitely going to plan the trip with Annie to Texas as well. And Haley, I will be talking to you, and I will most likely be coming to investigate your house, it sounds like. So we'll get that figured out as well. So thank you guys for joining me on the Creepiest Places on my podcast. I will be on TikTok for a little bit longer. So if you want to join us over there, and then let's see, I will be on again. I believe I will be on again Friday night with Trauma, and we will be doing some childhood bedtime stories. This was her idea. Hello, Kathy. Yes, I sure am. Not lately, because we've had so much going on, and then my mom got injured, and then we got hit by a dahlia, and I'm still dealing with all that mess. And with everything going on, it's going to be a little bit before we can go hunt. So it is going to start getting cool out, and things will start getting back to normal, and then we'll start ghost hunting again soon. So. But yeah, I will be over here on TikTok for a little bit longer. I will be on Friday night for the podcast with Trauma. The childhood bedtime stories was her idea. So we are going to have some fun with that. So I hope everybody has a wonderful couple days. I will be working Wednesday and Thursday. So I'll see everybody Friday.